Inner lights, peace, what's going on? This is how you build your confidence. You see, we have a light and dark self. And in order for you to truly be confident, you need to be able to merge your light and dark self. You see, we always talk about the light, love and light. People are always talking about the light, about what is shining, about what you are comfortable to show other people, about what you are comfortable to speak and say to other people, about that filter that you give to the whole world, that you give to the family, that you give to your friends, that you give to people at work. That filter. But what is your shadow? Your shadow is the removal of that filter. Your shadow is the removal of the mask. Your shadow is how you truly feel, how you truly think, what you truly want to say. When you hold yourself back from saying something, you see, there's a reason why we have a light and darkness, for us to be able to be balanced in this world. You know, there are times you can't say what you truly want to say. There are times that you can't express what you truly feel like expressing. That is why we have self-control. That is why you hold yourself back from losing it, from the anger that you have within you. But in the same time, right, that this self-control is healthy, it can also be detrimental to you. It can be detrimental. For when it becomes detrimental is when you start suppressing the parts of yourself that you truly want to express. A lot of you can't be confident because you are suppressing a lot of your own self. Your shadow is yourself, just like how your light is also you. Your darkness is also you. There are times when people will offer you something. Do you want tea? Do you want food? Let me buy this for you. And you're like, no. You're always saying no. You're always saying no. You're always suppressing that side of you that truly wants to say yes. There are jokes that you hear and you don't want to laugh, but you laugh. You laugh just to make that other person feel comfortable. But deep down, you don't want to laugh, but you laugh. When you don't want to laugh, that is damaging your inner self. There's times you want to say something, but then you're quiet. Somebody does bothers you, and you are quiet about it. The person coughs, and they cough in your face, coughing right in your face, and you're just quiet. You don't say a word. The person sneezes without covering their mouth, and it irritates you, but you hold your tongue. That is you suppressing your darkness. There are many aspects of suppressing your darkness. But for me to make this short, right, that stops you from being confident. There are times people will criticize you for doing certain things. Or you do this too much. Or you watch too much. You watch too much cartoons. You do this too much, right? Somebody always criticizes what you do. And it irritates you, right? And it affects your confidence. That is when somebody says something, right? And it triggers you. In other words, when you feel triggered by what other people say, that is showing you an aspect of yourself that needs to be addressed. If somebody says something that makes you angry, that makes you upset, that is the dark self, the dark aspect of yourself that you need to pay attention to. It's not what the person said. It is the trigger that you need to pay attention to. Why do you feel triggered? That is your darkness, my friend. For just as we have light, we also have darkness. And I repeat, just like the light is you, the darkness is also you. And if you do not address this, it's hard for you to be confident. It's hard for you to start loving yourself. It's hard for you to start loving that person you see in the mirror, right? For you don't have a balanced light and dark self. You see, the way for you to have confidence in yourself is for you to be self-aware. You need to be aware of what triggers you. You need to be aware of your desires, your longings, the deepest parts of you, the things that you desire for your life. What do you want? What do you desire? What do you believe that will bring you true fulfillment? That is your dark self. What is it that you are not expressing? What is it that you feel that you are lacking in your life? You see, sometimes your dreams also help. For your dreams will show you what is missing in your life. The parts that you suppress in your 3D reality, in your waking life, you will see it in your dreams sometimes. For your dreams will show you, look, this is what you are truly desiring. And this is something that's lacking in your life. This is something that is suppressed in your life. So you have dreams where you are expressing that side of yourself. Guys, to be confident, you need to express yourself. You need to be able to speak with confidence. You need to be able to speak and express what you truly want. Go after what you truly want. You need to be able to say what you truly feel and what you truly think. The world, society today has put people in a position where people have to be politically correct, where people aren't real anymore, where people care too much about what other people think, and people don't want to express themselves. People feel afraid to express themselves. But in order for you to be confident, in order for you to truly live a true fulfilled life, you need to be confident. You need to be confident in yourself. You need to be confident in what you say. You need to be confident in how you feel. And you need to be in a safe space within yourself to be able to express it. You need to be free. Feel free to be able to express yourself. And that is where most of your sadness comes from. That is where most of the emptiness that is deep within you, it comes from the lack of expression, the lack of you being your true, authentic self. You see, you need to deal with your darkness. You need to deal with the darkness that is within you. You know, a lot of people suppress their darkness. A lot of people express their darkness in secret. A lot of people use vices, addictions, right? It's like band-aids. It's like painkillers, temporary fixes for them to mask that emptiness that's within them. So instead of them expressing it, they will use a substance to give them a high, to make them forget of the emptiness they feel for not truly expressing their dark self in a healthy way. So what do people do? They express their darkness in a detrimental, destructive way, through vices, through all sorts of means, drugs, alcohol. That is the way you can be confident, my friend. You need to start expressing yourself. You need to start expressing your dark self. What helps is sitting in silence. That can help you with your dark self with your confidence. For there is too much noise, too much distractions, entertainment, social media, TV, all sorts of things, right? For you to draw your attention away instead of you focusing on what the issue is. But when you are sitting in silence, when you meditate, when you are able to let your thoughts run freely, you can truly get the answers that you need. You can truly deal with the root of whatever issue that you have in your life. For all comes from within. All comes from within before before it's truly expressed out into the world. You know, people use fixes just to mask the emptiness that's within them. Like I said before, drugs, all sorts of vices, all sorts of distractions. Some people even use religion to mask the emptiness within them. They'll join a religion, for they think that religion will fulfill their emptiness. But yet they lie to themselves. People use all sorts of things to fulfill the emptiness that is within. But the truth is, only you can fulfill that emptiness, my friend. Only you can address that darkness that is within. Only you can go to that discomfort, uncomfortable place and address the thoughts, the feelings. For why do people distract themselves? Why do people take drugs? In most cases, why? Why? People do it for them to feel a high. To feel a high. For there is this emptiness that you don't want to feel. You don't want to feel that emptiness. So what do? You go and find a fix. But the problem is not the drugs. The problem is not what you take to try to fix it. The problem is the emptiness. It's like taking painkillers. You take painkillers and the painkiller does not fix the problem. All it does is take the pain away. All it does is numb you. Until it wears off, then you feel that pain again. The problem is not the painkiller. The problem is the emptiness that is within you. You need to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel empty? Why? Why do I feel this way? You see, prayers are not going to help you if you don't address the emptiness that is within you. You see, reading the Bible, fasting, doing all sorts of religious activity, being super holy, being super spiritual, Mr. Spiritual, wearing a cape, being like Mr. Super Spiritual. You can do all sorts of shit, but it's not gonna help you if you do not address that emptiness that is within you, my friend. That is why a lot of you can't sit in silence. You can't sit in silence for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes with your own thoughts. You need to constantly be moving. You need to constantly be watching something. You need the TV on all the time. You need to be on social media all the time, scrolling. Have you felt the energy lately? Have you felt how things are just not the same? Lately, things are just not the same. Things feel strange. The world doesn't feel the same. Watching TV, watching your shows on Netflix, on Hulu, on whatever you use, right? Just does not feel the same. Scrolling on social media does not feel the same. Going to work does not feel the same. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? You see, the universe is forcing you to sit in silence. To sit in silence so you can address your inner world, your inner state. I can go on and on and on, but I think you guys get the point. Inner lights, what fulfills you? What is it that gives you fulfillment? What is it that will make you feel more confident? Ask yourself that. Sit in silence. Go and meditate. Go to a quiet place in your house. Go out to the park. Go out somewhere where you can be alone with your own thoughts, without distractions, and start to heal those parts of yourself that you have suppressed, that have wounds. And through that is where you can truly be confident. Through doing this work is where you will be able to be your true, authentic self. For when you are truly authentic, that is where you will have the most confidence. Where people can tell you something and it ain't gonna affect you. Where people can swear at you and curse you and say you are this, you are that, you are not enough, you are this. And you will be so confident that nothing can affect you. That words cannot affect you. Words cut deeper than a knife, than a sword sometimes. But if you are confident, nothing can affect you. Inner lights, you were born for greatness. Don't ever forget that. All right? I'm going to leave it at that. Peace.